Good morning. Welcome to a Tadpoll for a Thursday morning. Cool out there this morning. I actually put the furnace on for a little while this morning. Couldn't believe that. I just got back from Texas, and they don't need them down there yet, the heat. And I got back from Houston yesterday, and we have a great show coming our way. Well, they're all great because of the people we have on here. And today we're going to be talking about Take a Ride on the Wild Side, the Old Settlers Day Parade. We're going to talk about the Chili Cook-Off, about the great race in Phillips County the PCCF is having next month. Also, we'll be talking with Wes Hall about the ARP is having classes for some of us older people to help us drive better, and we're going to be talking about that, and maybe Lance Munyon will stop by to talk about some things going on in the city. So it's a busy morning, and we do appreciate you joining us this morning to see what's going on around the area. We thank the sponsors for making it possible for us to come in and do this on Thursday and Saturday to do the sports talk. Well, this morning, Angie and Tammy with us, Angie Wells, Tammy Sauer, Melissa Johnson, Jeff Dunlap. They're from, the last two are from the Kerwin National Wildlife Refuge. We'll talk about what's going on, and we've talked about this last week, the ride on the wild side. Where did this idea come up?
Tammy.
Tammy, okay. Okay. Well, how did you get this idea to do this?
Oh, I don't know. I just thought that it would be good. I like to ride my bike. I enjoy it, and I know there's several out there who enjoy doing it. And then, you read about these different cycling events and stuff, and I thought, well, why couldn't we do it out there? We've got the area that is absolutely beautiful, and so I thought, well, let's try this. So,
okay, so
yeah.
Then that got the things rolling, right? And so, did you have to do much with the refuge? To work with them?
Yeah, we have worked together with them, to get permission to do it, and to what roads they've worked with us to route it all out. And I mean, it's been great. It has been a good partnership. So,
okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
the partnership isn't always there, because
Right.
of the rules and regulations and everything.
Right.
Melissa, when she came in, she talked to you first about this?
Well, I'm on the Convention and Visitors Bureau.
Oh, well,
so
okay.
I think the discussion started there, but we had to go up the chain of command a little bit to get
Sure.
the proper permissions, which wasn't really an issue. I mean, we're there for public use, but they just have to have sort of general knowledge
Right.
of what's going on. But we worked together to sort of intertwine some educational opportunities along the bike ride. That's the refuges part of it, is to do some educational interactions with the public that's partaking in the event. So that was our job on the...
Okay, Jeff, how did you get involved then?
I don't really know.
we just dragged him in, so...
I get lured into a lot of things.
Okay.
No, I think they just mostly wanted my intake or
Sure.
input. Sorry, not intake. Input on where they could go, because some roads are closed and some are
Sure,
open. And
right.
Come the time for the actual bike ride, there's going to be some other closures, but we can actually open those gates
Sure.
kind of through a special use.
Okay.
This is a special use, so.
Are they closed because of the birds going through south? Is that why you close
So,
them?
yeah,
And some of the areas, they want to keep the areas
Yep,
closed.
so we closed down certain roads on the refuge to keep folks a little bit farther away from the water edge,
Sure.
where the waterfowl like to basically hang out.
Mhm.
That's their resting area for their migration. So
Sure.
we try to limit the vehicle traffic there just so that they're not disturbed.
So you looked around, well, this road, we can do this, and that's to get the mileage in. Now, what are the miles? There's
6 miles for the short ride, 31 miles for the long ride. So, and the 31 goes all the way around the reservoir.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Is that far around? Is that?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
That's amazing. People don't probably realize it. It's 31
Yeah.
miles there.
And if you're driving the speed limit, it'll take you over probably about an hour to drive around the refuge, just because of all the turns and
Sure, right.
everything.
So was it difficult finding the roads and everything to make the 31 miles, or?
not for me.
Okay.
Maybe these
No,
ladies.
it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
fun.
Yeah.
So how'd you get involved then? Tammy's idea, and then
Well,
are you Tammy's helper?
Tammy's my helper. We work together.
I just had to
Yeah,
do that. Yeah,
we work together.
Sure,
So,
I know.
but she's got some great ideas and stuff, and so she's doing a really great job, and we're really excited about this event. Hope more people sign up.
Sure.
There's still time to sign up. You can sign up that day, that morning.
Got shirts.
We got shirts,
Wow, okay.
and when you do sign up, it's $30 for adults, and then you get the shirt, and you get a meal, and then you get to ride. So and see the wildlife. Last time that Tammy and I rode, we got to see deer, and we got to see a herring, and we got to see other
Ducks
things.
and
Yeah,
geese.
yeah.
Speaking of deer, I just got back from Houston, saw my granddaughters and the son, and we went to the NASA space thing.
Oh wow!
And we were going on a tram right there, and there were deer on there.
Really?
And they said it's a refuge, and actually where NASA is a refuge, but deer
Oh,
run, and it was kind of neat seeing their, surrounded by Houston and all the stuff there, having deer.
Yeah.
And they just kind of just walking along, and grazing, and
Wow.
kind of a neat deal there. So
So they
the
weren't
government-
afraid or anything, or did they run when you?
No, we went by and they just.
Wow.
They're probably used to all the people going by, but yeah, it was kind of neat. And the guy on the tram said, "You saw the deer there. There's I think about 200 head
Wow.
of deer here on this refuge. Yeah, so it's kind of a neat deal."
So you were on Merritt Island?
No, this was right
Merritt.
south of Houston. It was still on mainland.
Well, I mean, they call it Merritt Island
Oh, do they?
National Wildlife Refuge.
Okay, yeah.
Or Merritt National Wildlife Refuge.
Yeah,
So,
that's where we.
Okay.
Where that's kind of
I've
neat.
worked down there a couple times.
Oh,
so,
you did?
yep.
Okay, kind of neat.
Oh, yeah.
That they would look out for the deer and everything. Okay. So take a ride on the wild side. What will the bike riders see out as they go around?
Well, they're going to see me.
Okay.
We're gonna see all of
As
us.
great as that might be, I'm guessing they're wanting to see something else. So they're going to see ducks. They're going to see geese. There's potential to see badgers, prairie dogs, deer. There's been quite a few bald eagles flying around recently.
Really?
I'm not sure if there are ones that stayed here
Yeah,
since last winter.
Sure.
I'm sure they're going to see some red-tailed hawks and some osprey. I've been seeing quite a few osprey sitting on the fence posts eating fish recently.
Yeah.
And the water levels are up, and we have we have some more shallow wetland areas because of that. So I've seen a lot of great blue herons and white ibises.
White-faced ibis,
Yeah.
night herons.
Some different things than we normally have, just because the structure of the water is different because of the wetlands.
The water are really good now, right? I mean,
Yes. We're
are
still
you
in flood
pretty
stage.
close to
We're full.
full?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're over full right
Wow.
Yeah, because
so-
when you're riding down that 6 mile thing and you think, I'm going in the water, but you're not. You turn, and so it's pretty awesome.
That's great.
now. So there's a lot of pelicans and a lot of Franklin gulls right now as well.
Do the whooping cranes ever come through here? Have they ever had?
They
Oh,
do. Yep. More than likely, if we get any on the refuge this year, they're going to be down off of a road called Apache Acre, because that's a flooded field right now, and that's more of their habitat right there.
Sure.
Is shallow water, or just west of our office where all the water has come in from the lake into those fields.
Is the population going is going
Yeah,
up there?
it's-
Still going up slowly with the
Yeah.
whooping crane?
Slowly increasing, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they have a wild population, and they have a captive bred population.
Okay.
So the numbers continue to rise, but
That's good.
not quickly.
Not wow. And what happened? Did they harvest them for the feathers? Is that what happened initially? Is that why we don't have the hoopers like they were? Is that it? Is that what happened?
I think they were harvested for millinery purposes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, and luckily they got on it soon enough to get things going back together.
There's
Yeah,
still only about 400 in the population that travels from northern Canada to, is it Aransas?
Well, you got Aransas, and they travel down to Louisiana and Florida.
Yeah.
Just depends on which group is migrating where.
Sure.
But
Okay. Wow.
Aransas National Wildlife Refuge has one of the larger populations.
Okay. So
Tell you what, Tad, since
Yeah.
doing this project and everything, or doing this event with them, we have sure learned a lot about Kerwin Refuge and Wildlife. The things that you can do, the things that people think you can't do, but you can do.
Sure,
And so it's
yeah.
really cool that Tammy made a blog and is doing the, what do you call it? The things,
Well,
the myths
yeah,
or whatever. She's
yeah.
working on that. But just talking to Jeff one day, we were down there when we were doing the ride, and we were like, well, can you do this? Yeah. Can you do this? Are you serious? Because we've always heard you cannot do this.
Yeah,
So
there were
it's
many-
just
That
really,
coffee shop talk,
But yeah, so we're making awareness. We're gonna
Sure,
work
that's
on
good.
that.
That's great because
right.
I think that and I've always said, and probably it's really a well kept secret that we have
Yes.
we have you here.
Yes.
We're very fortunate, I think, that we have the ability and have a chance to look at the wildlife. I think it's great that we have that in Phillips County.
We have a lot of great things in Phillips
I know.
County, and at our Convention and Visitors Bureau committee, we go around now to the different towns and have our meetings. And so it's really opened our eyes about what is in Phillips County, because really most of the time you don't take time to go and find it,
Sure,
figure it
right,
out.
yeah.
But it's awesome.
Okay,
We
all
live
right.
in an awesome county.
All right.
So take a ride on the wild side.
Now
Please
what
sign up.
okay, how do you sign up? Where can you sign up?
You can either come to our office and get a flyer, or you can sign up on the website, which is
www.bikereg.com and / take a ride on the wild side.
Right.
So, yeah,
Okay.
you can. There's on Facebook on our event. There's a link to it, so you can
Can
look
they
at. You can
can
find
they
it
still
on
get a
Facebook.
shirt?
yeah.
Yes,
up
if
until-
you want just a shirt, though, you could do that. If you want to still promote it and you aren't able to make it, we'll sell the shirts for $10. So, but yes, you can. You probably within this week, if you sign up by this week, you can get the shirt at the event. Otherwise, we'll just have to order it and you can get it afterwards.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Do you have very many people riding bicycles down there?
Not typically.
We occasionally I get a question from a hunter asking if they can ride a bicycle down one of our roads and to get to a hunting
Sure.
spot. Well, they can, but it has to be an open road at the
Sure.
time. So if it's one of our roads that we close, they can't necessarily ride their bike on that trail unless it's open at that time.
Okay, now, are you ready for the hunting season?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
When's that start?
So youth and disabled hunter season had already started earlier in September. The regular archery season has started. Teal season started. Dove season started.
Wow.
We got duck and goose that are going to open up soon. I think muzzleloader for deer is still open right now until the end of the month.
Wow.
So there are a lot of things that are opening up, and
Sure.
I cover more than just
Sure.
this area in north central Kansas. I cover up in Nebraska too. And
Wow. You have
South
to go between the places a lot? Do you? Okay. Now, you said something's coming up later on here.
Yeah,
Please.
so in November, right the week before the opener for pheasant season is a youth pheasant season. And we've partnered with the Quail Forever chapter, Pheasant Forever chapter, and Max Dibble. And they're going to help put on a youth hunt
great.
out on the refuge. Should include maybe some clay pigeon shooting, a lunch or breakfast, and then the kids get an opportunity to go out with a mentor and actually
Wow.
hunt.
That's important. To go out and do it, learn how to hunt right.
Yes.
And fish. I think that when you have there in June, I think that's a great thing
Yep.
that you have out there for the kids to come out and fish. I think get them started right and know the rules and regulations, and it just makes it better for everyone.
Yep.
That's okay. Well, anything else? Anything, Melissa, going on out there beside the bike? And,
Not too much.
okay.
Yep.
And I appreciate you coming on this morning, both of you, and sharing the Kerwin side of it, and you're, of course, sharing the bike side of it.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
I've got to tell you this about Helper. I mean, but no, about a Helper. For years, Gary Bills and I did ball games. He was my color. I didn't play with him. But everywhere we'd show up, he'd say, "Tad, you're here with your Helper." And Gary did not, I do more help. I said, "Yeah, he helps the equipment." He always kind of took it. It was always kind of funny though. Tad and his Helper. He said, "That's I'm known as your helper." Kind of neat. Anyway, it's
No.
great to have helpers.
I really enjoy her being in the office and stuff, and so I'm not so lonely. And she does like I said, she does a great job, and and makes my job a little easier.
Okay.
So it's
All right.
really great.
And we
So-
bounce ideas back and forth.
Sure,
it's-
sure.
There should be dents in our desks, how many ideas we bounce back and forth all the time, so.
Yeah.
Jeff, Melissa, we hope that you have a good fall.
Yep.
And that a lot of people riding bikes out there. That's going to be interesting.
Yep.
Yep.
And what time does it start?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, and that's it's going to be the same weekend as the Old Settlers Day,
Yes.
but it's not really part of that. You get it is because you're there, proximity of it.
Right.
But that's great.
We're hoping that we get it while it's cool and there's not much wind,
Yeah.
and the animals may be just kind of
Sure.
waking up, because the sunrise should just be coming up around
Yeah.
that time. So.
That brings a good question. Does the weather have a lot of impact on the movement of the animals and so on out
Of
there?
course, of course. I've got cameras that I set up around the refuge, and haven't been seeing anything except for right at sunrise and sunset
Yeah.
until the last few nights with the full moon. Seeing animals on
Wow,
the cameras
that's
all
good.
night long.
Wow, that's
So,
great.
Yeah, the moon phase, weather, everything starts to pattern off
Yeah.
that stuff. So
Okay, oh, very good. Well, we'll have you on next week
Yep.
and then get a final.
That's right.
And we hope things
Final
go
push.
go
Yeah.
well this fall, like I say for you. Thanks for coming on, and you're appreciated out there. And I know everyone that we have that facility here available. Okay, fine.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks,
All right.
Dad.
And we're going to talk, but you want to take a break here while we get, okay, we're going to bring Rhonda in. We'll take a break and come back and talk about the Old Settlers Day. All right.
Your dreams have been our dreams since 1884 when we first opened our doors. This is Lloyd Culbertson for First National Bank and Trust. It's a place filled with friends and neighbors who want nothing more than seeing you happy and better off. First National Bank and Trust in Phillipsburg, Logan, and Long Island, Smith County Bank in Smith Center, Solomon Valley Bank, Beloit. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Coombs Incorporated in Phillipsburg, offering local and long-distance hauling, complete shop service, including an automatic aluminum polisher to restore and refurbish the aluminum truck rims to a mirror finish, and 24-hour towing service. Now hiring over-the-road drivers traveling 48 states. Excellent benefit pay package. See Coombs Incorporated on Facebook. Coombs Incorporated. You call, we haul.
Hi.
We're looking for insurance.
When insurance agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a trusted choice independent agent is free to shop many companies for a better deal. Free to do right for you.
Let's shop for you. Contact Rogers & Associate to learn more.
And back we are on the Tadpoll for Thursday morning. That bike ride really sounds great. And take me back 40 years, I might be able to do that. Anyway, that's coming up, but also coming up that weekend, the 87th Old Settlers Day, and I've probably been involved in the last half of those, maybe the last 40 years or so, announcing them on the radio and being over there for that. Many times I went over there. It used to be they get out of school, I think, and now they do it on a Saturday, which makes a little more sense there. Rhonda Gibson's with us this morning to talk about the 87th Old Settlers Day. When did you start planning this year? Is last year about this time?
No, we started in, August.
Okay.
And it's like a well-oiled machine. Everybody kind of knows what we're going to be doing and stuff. And then and then we have meetings, of course, and everything. But they when we come up with some new ideas and stuff, and then we just kind of run with it.
Sure.
But yeah, get together and we make it happen.
Okay.
But we are always needing new members for the Lions Club.
Yes.
Because some of our older members are not able to do the things
Right.
that they used to, and so. But yeah, we are always needing new members to make this happen.
I can appreciate that, and of course you need the volunteers because a lot goes on. And,
Yes,
and-
yes. We start in the morning and we don't quit until probably 9 o'clock that night, and some of them don't quit until after the demo. But yeah, there is always something to do that day. It's just a very busy day, but a lot of fun.
Okay, let's start out. It's the 25th annual anniversary, and 25 years you've been doing this, and what's that all include?
Okay,
Rhonda?
the 25th annual anniversary run consists of a 5K walk and 5K run, and then they have a kids 1 mile run, 12 and under, and we registrate for that at 6:45 at the Kerwin Wellness Center. And the race begins at 7 o'clock for the walkers, 7:15 for runners, and the kids 1 mile. And we give out medals to the first 3 finishers in each race. And the entry fee is $15 with a T-shirt and payable to the anniversary run. There is no registration deadline, and all participants will be guaranteed a T-shirt. And so, and if you guys would like some more information, the number is 785-543-7610.
Okay, that's for the run now. 25th anniversary. You've been doing that 25 years.
25 years, isn't that
wow.
amazing? Yeah, it's been a good addition to the to get the Old Settlers Day started, and then we're going to talk about the bake sale, and that starts at 8 o'clock. And at the open house and bake sale at the Kerwin Wellness Center.
I always like that because
Oh,
I got
yeah.
over there. My wife would say, Pat would say, find something at the bake sale. And so I get over there early and go to the bake sale. And of course, great cooks,
Yep, and the cinnamon rolls and all the yum yums over there. I tell you, the girls do a great job. And then also that an hour later, the Kerwin City Library will be having a Scholastic Book Fair, and that's from 9 until noon. But while this is going on, we're going to have music all morning by the Three Jacks.
Larry Henderson, yeah.
Yes, he's been
Yes.
around quite a few years.
Oh,
my
yeah,
goodness.
yeah.
And
The-
so,
and, yeah.
but we enjoy
Olive
his
Movie Furniture in Phillipsburg
music and
presents
everything.
Fun with
And then,
Football
we're
and
gonna
the
have
Brothers'
some,
Chance. When they sit still long
and
enough,
then
the
we'll
men
have
enjoy.
the parade. It starts at 10 a.m. and then we'll be. Hopefully, we'll have a good run. Hopefully, it lasts more than 30 minutes. We're hoping to get a little bit longer and stuff, but it just depends on the weather
Sure,
and everything.
right.
How it goes and stuff. But in the past, we sure
Olive
have
Movie Furniture
enjoyed,
in Phillipsburg
seeing
presents
the different,
Fun with Football and the
floats from
Brothers'
the
Chance.
community
When they sit
and-
still
and
long
kids
enough,
have
the
a
men
blast
enjoy
with
watching
all
the game in the
candy and
comfort of their
stuff.
lazy boy
And so-
recliner.
But and then this year, Tad, can I go ahead and announce it that you're going to be our king this year at the Old Settlers Day Parade? You'll be able to get on the. You'll be the first to go through the parade because you're also our parade marshal, and then
Wow.
so you'll be able to be inducted into the Hall of Kings down there for Old Settlers
Wow.
Day.
Do I get a crown?
Well, you can have a corsage. You can, we can talk about that and stuff. But it's a
Sure.
very nice that. that
Well,
you've
thank
accepted
you.
it.
I appreciate that. I knew about the marshal, but I didn't know about the king until
Yes,
just now.
yeah. So
Okay,
we get
all
to,
right. Well, then I can say all my, can I grant wishes and all that
Oh.
like a king?
Well, I don't know if you want to go that
Yeah,
far,
right.
but you can.
Well, that's great. I appreciate being asked to to take part in that. We'll have to. I'll do my sports talk early, and I'll be over there. So we'll be
Very
there.
good, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, and then we'll have the parade, and the theme this year for the parade is the great outdoors.
Oh wow!
I mean, that's a perfect one for our area.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, with the refuge and stuff,
you
and
know.
then, and so, but I think we're going to have some really neat, great floats and stuff, because the theme this year is so well, it can be done so many different ways, and but yeah,
Sure.
it's going to be a
That's a
good
great
one.
idea because
Yes.
it's beautiful down there. You
Yeah.
drive by a lot of time going and you see the water and
Yes,
and
yes.
the wildlife.
And then the parade floats need to be at the check-in time is at 8:45 at the ballpark on the east end of Kerwin. And then all entries assemble at the ballpark and must be ready to go. And the floats will be judged at the ballpark. All floats, saddle clubs, antique tractors, and cars welcome. And the cash prize is awarded. And so, and then right after the the parade, then there's going to be games on the square, and there
That's
are
that's always a
traditionals.
popular thing.
Oh
I
my
love to
goodness!
watch the kids do that.
Yes, yes. My favorite one is the egg toss. Yeah,
Right.
it's a good one. But yeah, they have the egg toss, the turtle derby, the slow bicycle race, the watermelon seed spitting contest, and the hula hoop contest. And additional this year, we got a Money in the Sand Pile sponsored by Matt Martin.
Is the king eligible to go in the sand pile?
Well, if this see, we can ask and see if your
I
wish
don't
will be
thi- yeah.
granted, right?
I'll get lost in there.
And then after that, after the games and stuff, there will be free entertainment by the Little Bit Players of Kerwin.
That's great too.
Oh my gosh, we have so much fun doing that. But yeah, this year we are doing Harvey's Angels, and it's directed by Joni Ellenberger. Again, she does such a great job. And but no, we've been doing some rehearsals. We've had, I think, 3 now, and we have yet to have everybody be there.
Oh, that's
and
all,
so
yeah.
it'll come together.
Sure. It
and
always
stuff.
does.
It
It
does.
always
yes,
does.
yes. And then we'll also have the gifts and drawings. And but we're doing a little bit different. 1 o'clock we're going to start the play, and then at 1:30, after we get into our second scene, it's going to take a little bit to change the scenery and get our props
Sure.
moved around, and so that is when we're going to have the Bob Show.
Okay.
And we'll do everybody stands up, and the oldest woman there and the oldest man,
Sure.
and so. But we're going to be doing that, and gifts and drawings will be then. But let's see. Oh my goodness, it's such a full day. Then after that we'll have. It's usually around 2:33 when this starts. It's the horseshoe pitching contest, and we moved the pits over on the west side of the community building. Let's see. About 2 years ago. And there is a cash prize of $100, and so it's a lot of fun.
Wow, sure it is.
Yeah.
Right.
And so
Do you have a lot of horseshoe pitchers then?
I think they've got quite a few teams, and so.
okay.
But yeah. And I'm sure in the past you've done the horseshoe.
Right. And I liked it. I was actually been a while, but I was pretty good at it. Really, I could say.
Okay.
I haven't done it for a while though, but I hope I lift one now. Anyway.
Okay, well then, and then after the horseshoe pitching contest, and then we get ready for the demo. And that's the big thing down to Kerwin. We love the demo derby, and a lot of people come down.
Oh, yeah.
One year we had over 3,000 people. It was
Ooh, wow.
so much fun. Yeah. And this year the admission is $10. Children, and then 10 and under are free, and then it's the $20 pit pass. And
Wow.
so, but yeah, and them are popular. A lot of people like to go down to the pits and get a good view at the cars and different things, and so, but yeah, and so we do have a $3,000 total purse for the demo. So, but yeah. So, which class is your favorite one, Tad?
The demo?
Yeah,
I like the hobo car class, I think.
mine's the compact.
It's-
Because I like the
You know,
little cars.
I actually did that one time.
Oh, you did.
Out here, they did the rodeo one time, long time ago. Not that's the rodeo committee had it.
Uh-huh.
And the review had a car, and Gary Bills fixed up a car for me, and that was fun because for the first time in my life, you were trying to hit someone else and not hit them, you know, and that was fun.
It
I
was
really had a
okay,
good time.
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was fun. I really
Oh, good.
enjoyed that.
Wow.
That was good. And
Uh-huh.
and a lot of people really liked that. You know, a long time ago, before they had the demo, they used to have a rodeo.
Yep.
And I rode the cow. We had a cow contest down there, riding the cow, wild cow contest. I didn't do very well on that. I didn't stay on
You
very long.
didn't stay on for 8 seconds, huh?
No, I didn't. But it was fun being involved in those kind of things. Well, it looks like you have things really well planned, Rhonda. And why don't you come on next week? We'll talk,
Okay.
finalize things.
Yes, and then we'll talk about the food stands next week.
Oh, well, we
Kinda
can
get
talk.
things-
You want to talk about those now? If you,
Yeah, we can.
I like talking about food.
You like to, well, okay, we can, the food booths this year, there's going to be one at the firehouse, and this will be the Cub Scout Troop 231, and they will be having walking tacos. And then the Kerwin City Library is going to be having beer rocks.
Beer rocks, wow.
And chicken and noodles.
Wow.
I mean, you can't go
Sure.
wrong with chicken and noodles.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
No.
nice fall day. And then at the IMT building, Rolanda Caps and Sandra Wyrill, they will be having a pulled pork plate.
Wow.
And then in the morning, they're going to have downnuts and coffee.
Wow.
Yeah, so they're going
That's
to be.
great food.
Yes,
that's part of it.
And then at the horse show, where I didn't mention that, but the horse show is they're going to be having that from 12 till 3 p.m. And it is at the arena where the demo is.
Okay,
And so,
yeah.
but that's $15 per horse and rider all day, and the prizes will be awarded. They have different contests and
Do
stuff.
they ride the
Yeah.
barrels?
And then I think sometimes they ride scoop shovels. You know, you try to stay on while
Sure.
you're going around and that's always fun.
Okay.
And stuff. But they're going to be having a concession stand by the Fort Kerwin Saddle Club, and they're going to be having hamburgers,
Wow.
cheeseburgers, and
Okay.
all the good stuff. And
right.
so, but yeah, it is going to be a full day, and hopefully you guys, it's going to be good weather too. It's going to be 76. That's what I'm predicting. And but yeah, hopefully we can. The weather will be good, and we'll have a good crowd, and it will be a lot of
It's a
fun
great
for everybody.
get together. I knew a lot of people who once a year they
That's
would
the
come back
thing.
and
Yes.
see their friends.
Yes.
I had some good friends in Garden City who came back every
Mm-hmm,
year because they'd grown up in Kerwin. This was a long
Yeah,
time ago.
yeah.
I don't think they're with us anymore, but they would come back and they'd always say hi. So
Yeah,
it's a great
yeah, it-
great opportunity.
Yes,
So.
and then we are also starting. We've already started planning for next year because of that's the big one. It's the 150th for Kerwin.
Wow.
And so we are trying to really make it.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, and so we're trying to make it get some ideas I've already started planning on that one. The play, we're already getting that situated, and we're going to try to bring some of the past players and try to get them to
Sure.
to be on stage with us and stuff. And
Maybe past kings. Maybe.
yeah. I mean, we can see what,
queens
and
Who's
stuff.
the queen
But
this year?
we won't have a queen, so but we'll have a king, and
Okay.
and stuff, because we have done that in the past.
Sure.
With
Right, wow.
and so but yeah, no, we'll have the Old Settlers Day will be coming on October 6th, and hopefully we'll have a lot of fun.
Week from this Saturday, we'll see you. We'll see you next Thursday. We'll
yep,
talk
next Thursday.
Any updates on it. Thank you, Rhonda.
Yes, all right.
Appreciate
Well,
you
thank
coming.
you so much.
And you got that shirt on. That goes back a ways.
Yes, it
Mustangs.
does. It is Jersey Day at the middle school because
Okay.
we're getting ready for homecoming up here in Phillipsburg. And so, yeah, this was my son's jersey when he
wow.
was in football.
Wow.
And so it's like,
That's when it was Eastern Heights,
yes,
obviously,
Eastern
right?
Heights all the way. Yeah, that was good times.
Okay.
So,
Thank you, Rhonda.
You bet. Thank you.
Okay, I think next we have Ruby to talk about food, too. She's going to be coming on here in a moment after we take this time out.
Olive Bovey Furniture in Phillipsburg presents Fun with Football and the Brothers' Chance. When they sit still long enough, the men enjoy watching the game in the comfort of their Lazy Boy recliners. Add an end table and lamp and you'll get a first down with a choice of the most popular brands of furniture, including Lazy Boy, Bassett and Lacrosse, Restonic Bedding, appliances by Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. No matter how your team fares, you'll always win when you shop at Olive Bovey Furniture in Phillipsburg.
Back on the Tadpoll, we're going to talk about food and some other things going on. One of my favorite places in Phillips. We talked this morning about Phillips County and all the great things we have here. And, of course, Fort Bissell, that's right up the top. And how'd the summer go? Did you have a good summer, Ruby?
Amazing. We had over 700 visitors. It was like 150 people more this season than last year. So it was great. It's been a busy season, but good.
Did people just go through on 36, or do you ever have anyone come down off of 80 and on 70 coming through here? Or do they ride down there?
Mostly are the 36, Highway 36. They pass, in their RVs and they see the museum and they stop off. And a lot of them actually plan their routes nowadays to actually to incorporate that. They see it and they hear at other museums. Please go and visit. Together with the CVB, Angie and Tammy, who were here earlier, they've done a great job also promoting Phillipsburg, Phillips County, and Fort Bissell. So it's been great.
A couple of weekends ago, they had the 36 treasure hunt. Do the people stop in?
No.
Come to? They don't.
No.
They're more.
They want to buy things.
Yeah, they want. You have antiques out there, but they are for sale, right?
They're not for sale, right?
So they don't. They want to. They get serious about what they're buying.
Correct.
Okay. That makes sense, I guess. Okay,
no,
sure.
we've debated that and said, should we be open? But no, we don't get visitors.
Yeah, because
they want to go buy.
They're doing something else.
They're hunting for treasures.
Have you ever found maybe someone comes through and they see that, and maybe at a later date, maybe the next year, they might come through on vacation or something?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Let's talk about what's coming up this weekend.
Chili Cook-Off. It is the 6th year that we're doing this. It's our fundraising. We are doing this for the Fort Bissell Chapel that we're planning to start building next year. And we are going to be at the 4-H building this year. We decided on the 4-H building because of the weather. We don't know what it's going to do. So
and it is a little more convenient. You have the tables there.
We have all the tables, we have the space, and we have good parking. That is always a problem at the
right,
unfortunately. So that's the one negative I can give of Fort Bissell. And we hope to work on that. We hope to get some parking available, at least more parking available. But so it's going to be this Sunday starting at 5:00. The big surprise is we're going to have 10 teams this year.
10?
We are blown away.
Wow.
Yes, we have 10 teams. So that means more people, more chili to taste, more variety. We have the traditional, we will have something that's non-chili. We always have that every year, but this year we're also adding a gluten-free option for people that stay at home because they can't eat gluten. So we will be preparing a gluten-free one.
Really?
As well. Yes.
Wow.
So then we also will have, chili goes with cinnamon rolls. So we will have cinnamon rolls, we will have watermelon, we will have fun and games for the kids, a photo booth. What else can I say? Music. Don't forget the music. We are having a team from...
Okay.
I think they are from Holdridge. Their name is Better Days, Daze, bluegrass type music. So it's the first time they will be performing here, so we hope that will also, sort of give them some publicity as well.
Okay, if I'm not part of the cookers, I want to be the eater. What do I do? Do I just show up and not?
You
Do
show
I
up.
get a taste each thing, or how's that work?
How does it work? Okay, the teams are numbered alphabetically, A to J. So you don't know their names. You just see
Sure,
the teams.
right.
Everyone will have tasting cups with their number on it. So you get a tray. You just collect your chili as you go along, and you taste. We will give you a voting ticket, and there were two categories. The one is the main category for this year is cowboy style. So that's what they have to prepare, and then obviously the fan favorite. So you will choose what you think is cowboy style, and then you will choose your favorite as well.
Right.
So those are the two. And then we're going to add this year, we've asked the teams to decorate their tables. So please, teams, if you are listening, please decorate your tables. We are going to ask the people to vote for the best decorated table as well.
Wow. Okay. So can I get each one?
You get one of each.
One of each.
So you're going to have 10 little cups.
10 different. Okay.
You're going to have 10 different
Okay.
cups. You taste them and you vote on your tickets, and you come throw it in the box, and we will count the votes. And at the end of the evening, we will know.
And then what happens to the chili that's left over?
There usually is hardly any left. We have also the thing that is the secret is because we are, this has increased the popularity.
Sure.
So if people bring one roaster, in the end they run out of food. So if you don't have food, people can't taste, they don't get votes.
Sure.
So people who have two roasters with chili, they are the ones that get the votes.
Sure. Well, that makes sense.
That makes the,
Yeah. If you don't get a chance to try it, how can you rate it?
It doesn't
right?
mean they didn't have a great chili.
Yeah.
It just means they lose out on voting.
Yeah. Everyone's got to have a chance to vote. Yeah.
Yes.
On there. That's great.
So yes, but you get 10 little cups, and trust me, you think 10 little cups. When you see the cups, they're small. They're 4 ounces.
But 10 of them, that's a meal.
10 of them, and it's chili. It fills up, and you have a cinnamon roll, and so yeah.
Do you like hot chili or do you like chili mild?
No, I don't like the hot stuff.
I like mild chili. I don't.
Well, somebody might cater for you there. So we're not doing like the white chilies and things this year. So it's cowboy style. So it's going to be the good red chili.
Okay, all right then. Looking forward to that.
Yes.
And you'll have the drink. And okay, now you say it's a donation or is it a price?
It's free will donation. So when you
Okay.
come in, whatever. We have sent out our membership cards as well, the postcards.
I got one in the mail yesterday.
So we've said to the people that they can actually also bring it.
Can I bring my money there?
You can
and-
bring
or-
that there.
yeah.
We will have a separate box for that.
That's great.
So we'll be
'Cause
happy
I got
to
my
see-
card and there it was. I was okay.
Every year, talking about the membership postcards, every year you will see you'd get a different one.
Mm-hmm.
We are trying to build up a series, so you get yours, but we have some of them for sale at the fort as well.
Okay, all right.
So we have different scenes every year
Wow,
of
that's
the
good.
fort.
All right. Well, 5 o'clock Sunday. Take the whole family. It's for the whole
Take
family.
the whole family, come rain or shine, we've got you covered,
And
and come and have an evening of fun.
And it's going to be fun and good food. You see, the cinnamon rolls too are part
Yes,
of part
yes.
of
The board members bake them. So,
Oh, they do?
So we are
Okay. All right.
we don't buy it from a bakery. We bake it
Oh
ourselves.
wow! Okay, so and it goes to the good cause. You mentioned a chapel. What are the plans
Yes.
on that? What?
We are planning to build a little chapel at Fort Bissell,
That's great.
and it will be available to the public for to rent for as a venue for small gatherings. We are excited about it. We
Oh,
will
sure.
we've got certain elements from churches around here that we want to preserve. We wanted to move a church here, but that is too big a project, and we don't have the money. to be very
I
honest.
know they're going to, but getting off the foundation and getting a foundation here and everything would
So
be.
we're going to build a new church in an old style. We've got windows. We've got lead glass windows. We've got light fittings we've been donated with. We have pews. We have a pulpit.
Wow.
So we're still
Okay.
working on the blueprint.
Very good. Very good. And we'll see you Sunday night out here at the 4-H building. It starts at 5 o'clock, and you're going to try all the different chilies, and looking forward to that. Thanks,
Great.
Julie. Anything else going on?
No, that's
Okay.
there's something coming up in October, November, December. I'll come and talk about
Okay,
it.
well,
Yes.
Thank you, Ruby.
Thank you so much. Have a great
Ruby
day.
Ryan with this morning from Fort Bissell. And go to the chili cookout if you want to have a good time and getting ready going into fall and everything. But the weather, if it's cool, it makes it even better chili night. We'll come back with more here. I think Morris Engels next will be coming in, and Morris will be joining us after we take this time out.
Hi.
We're looking for insurance.
Let's see who's free. When insurance agents for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a trusted choice independent agent is free to any company for a better deal. Do what's right for you.
Let us shop for you. Contact Rogers & Associate to learn more.
All right, we're talking to Morris Engel, and of course, another thing to get excited about in Phillips County. We've been all about Phillips County this morning, you know, the bike and Old Settlers Day and Fort Bissell, and this is another big thing. It's the great race in Phillips County. That's the official.
Right,
What's the official name so we don't get sued?
The Amazing Race of Phillips County.
Okay, we did that. So
and we always have to disclose that it has nothing to do with the CBS-owned Amazing Race.
So you do well with this. That doesn't mean you're going to get on the CBS.
It's not a qualifying event.
Okay, so I had another meeting. I missed the last two meetings. One, I was on my way to Houston, and the other was on my way back from Houston, so I missed it. How have the meetings been going?
Very productive. We since we learned a lot last year, so we're able to condense our planning efforts, assign some tasks, and then since we're keeping it all within the city limits of Phillipsburg as far as the race course,
sure,
that simplifies things a bunch. But we have 10 teams signed up.
Wow.
We have sponsorships, and we got the T-shirts ordered, and we're moving forward. So
I got an email about the T. I don't think I have anything to do with the T-shirt orders. I didn't do it because I didn't know what was going on. But
right.
But you've had your meetings and so on, and worked out the
details. We've practiced the challenges, so we know they're not dangerous or anything. They're just fun.
Wow.
They're just fun.
Sure.
So,
Are you still taking teams?
We can, yeah. We've
But
ordered some extra T-shirts in
Okay.
just general sizes, so it might not be quite
Sure.
fitted, but yeah, if you've got a sponsorship and a team, we can accommodate. The other thing too is we want to invite any of the public out. It's on Sunday, October the 7th, at the football stadium.
Yeah.
You'll be announcing, firing the kickoff, and off we go to the race. And then each team will go to a different location and start their challenges, and then they'll progress around the whole course.
Okay, and then they'll come back in and they'll meet. And is it the first one back?
The first team across the finish line back at the stadium will be the winner, and they get to, in their name, donate $500 to a nonprofit of their choice.
Sure.
And that way we can spread the word.
And the main reason, it's not one of us to have fun and doing things, getting this community involved, but probably the most important thing is you get money that the Hanson Foundation will match.
This is our local way of raising funds that will be matched dollar for dollar by the Hanson Foundation, up to $50,000, and then both of those combined go into our unrestricted endowment. And then if we meet our goal, which we plan to, we get another $20,000.
Wow.
For an operating endowment, which will help fund the foundation and the behind the scenes operation.
Sure. And of course the money eventually goes to grants.
Absolutely.
For good causes. I think one of the big ones this summer was the fact that we got those flowers in all the communities and stuff, the decoration and all.
Right, yeah, the community beautification.
Yeah, community beautification.
Right, yeah.
And, but there's other schools, and what's the basis, who can apply for a grant?
It can't, no one person can benefit individually or be enriched or a business,
Sure.
So it has to be a nonprofit, a governmental entity like a shade tree committee or the city, with a project that they wouldn't normally fund. And a church can qualify, or a school if the program is something different. I mean, we can't fund teacher salaries or anything,
right,
common
yeah,
operating funds, but special projects. And one of the interesting things that we have funded is the alternative seating, especially for the special needs kids, because if you're a little antsy in the classroom, sitting in a regular seat can be difficult. But so there are some specially designed chairs and seating that we've helped out.
Well, and the woodworking, there was woodworking down there
the
at the high
carpentry
school.
class got reactivated, and so we helped with some tools and books.
And it's not just Phillipsburg. I mean, it goes to any
absolutely.
community, and they've and all the communities at one time or another have enjoyed, benefited from.
Kerwin has some. The firemen down there have some safety packs. Agra's, their playground downtown, their lake, benefited. Speed
Logan's
has
Arena,
Logan has some restrooms in their golf course and arena.
Golf course, yeah.
They have some defibrillators at their schools.
So it's a good cause, and the grants, and I think I've mentioned this many times. I love it the night we get together and pick the grants, because sometimes the amount of grants total more than we have, and so we kind of have to make that decision.
Yeah, we have to do some cutting or some manipulating, but also oftentimes a bigger project is shared by the Hanson Foundation, Cole, Morgan, Merkline, those others. Sure. So we're able to kind of put the finishing touch on it and make it happen.
Now, will we make the 50,000 from the Great Race? I mean, is that's now that we have that there?
That fund is building up enough to where we are going to start our grants for those.
Okay, and we can also take donations to that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, up to $5,000.
Right, and many people will choose to give it aside from the race. That's just an event to have fun and publicize and raise money. But no, we have many donors who will contribute, and if you give $100, that's $200 because it's going to be matched. Or even if you can, really be generous and $5 or $1,000, whatever, and it's just doubled. So it's pretty spectacular way to give.
Anything done on lip syncing? Any more on lip syncing?
No update for you today.
Okay. All right. Well, we may just have to have you on here because that's going to be the next weekend. You might, if you have a chance, you might stop by and just kind of update us on
and then
what
for
the
sure
team
afterwards it's over. And to announce the winner and some of the hilarious things that go on.
Okay. Well, good. Sound like things are moving along. I will be at the next meeting.
All right, we'll count on that.
Okay, fine. Thank you. All right, I think Wes Hall is going to talk about for us older people on driving. Classes are going to be given to help reduce your insurance, I understand. We'll talk with Wes after this timeout.
Coombs Incorporated in Phillipsburg, offering local and long-distance hauling, complete shop service, include an automatic aluminum polisher to restore and refurbish those aluminum truck rims to a mirror finish, and 24-hour towing service. Now hiring over-the-road drivers traveling 48 states. Excellent benefit and pay package. See Coombs Incorporated on Facebook. Coombs Incorporated. You call, we haul.
And we're going to talk about something else here that's going to be occurring in Phillips County, and that's the AARP has a course, I understand it, for the senior citizens on driving and how to maybe improve some of those driving skills. It's called CarFit, Wes, is that right?
Well, CarFit is a portion that we're going to add to this, but this is
okay.
This is just the AARP driver safety course.
First, where are they going to be, and then we'll talk about what this is all going to involve.
We're going to have one at the Kerwin Public Library on October 11th, which is a Thursday. That'll start at 8:30 in the morning, and it'll go probably till about 4:30 or so because of the car fit portion of it, but the time will vary a little bit. And then on October 24th, which is a Wednesday, we will have it at the Prairie View Library, or community building, whatever they call it over there. And that'll start at 8:30 also, and we'll go through the day.
Okay, now what does this? I'm familiar with the car fit, but what will the drive safely program? What will that include?
The driver safety is just kind of it's mostly a reminder of some of the things that we already know about. I mean, most of us have been driving for 50, 60 years, something like that, and every now and then we just need to be reminded of some of the safety features and some of the traffic laws, some of the courtesies that we need to keep in mind as we're driving on the road with other people. So it's plus we need to be thinking about concept of taking medications, what that does to affect our driving, how the car, how it fits with us, if we have the steering wheel adjusted properly, if we have the seat belt. A lot of people tell me, that the seat belt cuts across their neck and it makes it irritating. Well, there are usually ways that you can adjust that. And that's what they'll talk about in the car fit for each individual personally. But we do go over that also in the
I know that the hospital had a car, or the rehabs had a car fit. They came over and they adjust the mirrors. To me, on interstate, the toughest thing is this. If you look at the rear vision mirror a lot, if there's something behind you. If you don't see them anymore, they're over here in the blind spot. And they adjust your mirror, outside mirror, so you can look there and you'll see it. Anyone's in the blind spot. That's really a neat deal they do there. So
yeah, there are some ways of adjusting the mirror so that you reduce, if you don't totally eliminate that blind spot, but you can reduce it down to very little.
That's and a lot of times you'll be passing someone on interstate and they haven't seen you and they start to signal out, and that's it. So you learn things. I get irritated when people don't use turn signals, and that really is irritating me. I just got back from Houston. Everyone in Houston could use one of these courses. Traffic, is something else. You haven't seen traffic until you've seen Houston traffic, But anyway, and I made it through it and back out all right. But you wonder. So is there any charge for this?
This normally there is. It's usually $15 for AARP members and $20 for non-members. But for the month of October, we are going to be offering them for free.
That's great. Okay.
Some of in the national organization, some of them have been finding that our statistics for accidents in the state of Kansas have been going up a little bit. So with people 80 or 65 and older, they don't usually have as many accidents, but when they do have accidents, they can tend to be fatal,
worse things,
or more injuries and stuff. So the fatalities for those 65 and older have also been going up.
Okay,
and so they're trying to get some of these classes offered for free to see if we can't get more people in to take the course and see if that'll help with the thing.
All right. And is it true that if you take this class, you might get your insurance?
When you get your certificate for completing the class, you take that to your insurance agent. And most companies, I think just about every company, will give you some kind of a discount.
Wow.
It may not seem that great, but it is enough and it lasts for 3 years.
Sure.
And then you might need to renew it if you want to do it that way. But it's at least 2 to 3 years for a discount.
Very good. All right, and so who do they contact? Do they pre-register? How do they pre-register?
It would be good to pre-register, and if you can call the Kerwin Library if you want to go to Kerwin. Let's see, their number is 785-543-6652. It may not seem that great, but it is enough
Sure.
Library for theirs, and I don't have their number. You might need
Okay,
to do
okay,
it.
fine.
Do it
I'll
right, but,
because
it's at
I
least
can't go to
2
the
to 3 years.
Kerwin because it's Thursday and I'll do that. And I can make all they who do they contact? Do they pre-register?
And the main reason that we have that is because space is limited. We need to limit it to 20 people.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, we figure we'll probably provide some sandwiches or something for lunch.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
So we need to know how many people
Right,
to
sure.
get the sandwiches for. So it would help a lot if we could get some
And
pre-registration on it.
what's it, lower 65 and up, or can it be anyone?
Well, the course is geared towards 65 and up. You know, the people in the videos that we show are going to be elderly,
Mhm.
but the course is open to anybody, any age. We do have, sometimes we have grandparents that bring their teenage kids because, you know, the teenagers are the ones that's going to be
Sure,
driving the
right,
grandparents
yeah,
around.
right,
So they
no.
want them to take this
Sure,
course.
that makes sense.
And it will help with the insurance for the kids too, for the
All right,
teenagers.
very
if they
good.
want to do that.
Okay, so contact either the Kerwin or the Prairie View. The Kerwin one's coming up, and the Prairie View. What was Kerwin again? The
Kerwin
date?
will be October 11th,
Okay,
and Prairie View will be October 24th.
okay, all right. And that's a Thursday and a Wednesday there. So anything else going on?
Well, we've been doing a guided autobiography class
Right.
this summer, and we've come to the end of the first course, or the first class.
And I took it. I learned.
Mhm.
I was missing a couple of times, but I know how to start now. We worked on that last night.
And that class, we're going to continue on to a second phase, but then I want to start a new class for those who haven't gone through the process.
And, you know, like I said, this isn't something we published and make the New York Times bestseller. It's just something, reason why I took it is to leave something for my kids and grandkids and to know that what impact, if any, if I had on life, you know, and I think that's a really a good opportunity, and it's fun too. We talk about things. Sometimes secrets are bared a little bit, which is you don't have to, but if you want to share anything, it's shareable. So you know, no, I really enjoyed it, and I'll be there next Wednesday night. You know, the second phase of it. And if you haven't, you know, if you see me somewhere, ask me about it. I'll really recommend the fact that if you want to leave something of your life, because I don't know anything about my a little bit, but I don't know anything about them, or even that my folks, you know, my parents, you know, and it's nice to have something to leave to your people coming down the line, you know. So.
I know, and I keep talking to people about it, and they say, well, my life is too boring.
Yo,
nobody
yeah.
would want to read about that, but we're not there to, as you said, to write a bestseller.
Right.
We're there just to bring up the memories of the past,
And
and
get
so
it
that we
down,
can
you know.
recall what happened.
And get it down on paper so people can, you know, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'll enjoy doing the next session, and I would recommend if you ever have, you don't have to be a Steinbeck, you know, just get the things down, and it's amazing. Some of the things that are read are really very good by just, I guess you say novice authors, you know, and you don't want to particularly be an author. I thought that's great. So they could contact you if they're interested in that.
They can contact me. My number is 785-302-0910.
Okay.
And the new class will probably start on Tuesday evenings.
Okay.
And it'll be the second Tuesday in October, which is, about the 10th, I think.
Sure,
Something
yeah.
like that.
Okay.
9th or 10th, somewhere.
Well, contact Tech West, and again, if you want to leave something for the people coming after you, this is a great way to do it, and a way to do it right and make it halfway readable too, so people, it's just not just a list of facts and figures. You add a little color with it too to make it more interesting. So
we put in detail and we put in description, and
sure,
it turns out it's pretty good sometimes.
Very good. Anything else?
We have other things coming up, but we're still in the planning stages for those. So
okay, well, we'll have you back on to talk about that, and I'll see you next Wednesday night at the Auto Buyer. I get to write about travel. I already know what I'm going to talk about on the travel. We write little 2 or 3 page things, I call them vignettes, about a certain thing, and then we have a chance to read it, and it's critiqued. The critique isn't bad, but to make little suggestions on it, so that's fun, So it makes you think too. Another thing, it's amazing how your memory starts bringing that stuff back up.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that we don't think about from our youth until we start writing things down, and then it's amazing how much we can remember.
Last night, Wes started his out about the biggest he'd ever seen, and what could that be? Well, it was a bullfrog. It was kind of a neat deal. So anyway, thanks, Wes, and I'm going to sign up for the drivers too, because everyone can use a little aid once in a while. I think, okay.
Yeah, and as I walk around, I keep thinking that there's lots of drivers that I would like to.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Okay, I think our final guest this morning is going to be Lance Bunyan, Mayor of Phillipsburg, who fill us in on a couple of things that might be going on, and we'll be back with that final guest after this timeout.
Your dreams have been our dreams since 1884 when we first opened our doors. This is Lloyd Culbertson for First National Bank and Trust. It's a place filled with friends and neighbors who want nothing more than seeing you happy and better off. First National Bank Trust in Phillipsburg, Logan, and Long Island, Smith County Bank in Smith Center, Solomon Bank, Lloyd. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, Lance Bunyan's joined us, Mayor of Phillipsburg, and what's been happening? I was out of town for a week or so, but I understand the road west, the west part of Phillipsburg, 36, has had work done done.
It is done. They put a mill and overlay on it.
Okay.
Took them 2 days to do.
Wow.
Looks great. We're going to be replacing the ramps first part of November. So overall cost to the city was around $5,000. Wow. That includes replacing the ramps. So very happy about that.
Sure. What would it cost, mate? What do you think would it cost?
I don't know. I'm not an expert at that. A lot more than that.
You didn't see any bids on that, or it's okay.
We were just fortunate enough.
Sure, right. It was out the bargain of the lifetime.
Yeah.
I think one time you mentioned 2,600, but then the ramps and everything is what's going to make it bring it up.
I mean, that's
the best bargain we got this summer.
Oh yeah,
okay.
No doubt about it.
Okay.
So we do have some other road issues though. When you go east, there's some potholes.
Yeah.
So we're going to be working on those. I think next week we start that. So we're going around town getting an inventory of potholes. So if you have a pothole in your neighborhood, let us know about it. We'll, but we're out there doing an inventory right now and figuring out what we got to go patch this week, or next week. So.
Okay. So I saw some potholes on my travels south, and Houston needs to do some work on their streets.
It's a tough job.
Well, the infrastructure.
With all the rain they get, with the heat they get down there, and
I can't imagine what it would be.
Up here
like.
we get the heat and the cold, so that they both. I mean, it's expanding and contracting.
Cracking.
So the infrastructure's tough to manage. It's not an easy job.
All right, what else you got on there?
Well, I want to remind everybody we're closing for lunch from 11 to 1 tomorrow for the employee lunch, appreciation lunch that we're having.
That's a great idea. We have a great city.
We do. Awesome.
And
they've been working hard. And we've been pushing them hard, and now with the additional funds from the 0.5% sales tax, next year is even going to be more work. So we want to show them how much we appreciate their dedication to the city of Phillipsburg.
Sure.
So And then citywide cleanup is October 22nd through the 26th. We're going to talk about it at the council meeting on Monday, but I think we're going to open it up to businesses this year
Okay.
to allow them to participate.
Sure. Yeah.
Again, they'd have to follow all the rules that are out there. We're going to see what it's like. We hope that they just don't dump everything
Sure.
on us to where.
Right. Yeah.
But we'll see. We're going to talk about it, and they'll have to vote on it and get a consensus that businesses will be included on it. But,
I can see a business putting a walk-in freezer out on the curb, or maybe 17 sofas or something like that. You know,
Yeah.
that the rules and regulations to make it easier.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're trying to be pro-business. I mean,
Sure.
that's one of the things I ran on, was to be more pro-business, and you're going to see that in the solid waste rates. We lowered the solid waste rates. We're voting on. The ordinance is being drafted. They approved it. Now we just got to get it published a couple of times. Within the next few, the businesses are going to see a change in a reduction in the ones that aren't using dumpsters
Sure,
anyway. The
right.
polycarts. Polycart prices were brought down to what residents pay.
Okay.
So we didn't. And the question I asked was, why are we charging $27 for a polycart for business, but only $18.90?
No.
For a residential,
Sure.
when it cost us the same amount of work and same amount for the polycart. So it just didn't make sense to me why we'd punish a business for that. So anyway,
for being in business,
for being
right?
in business and helping the economy out,
Yeah, right.
and our tax base and everything else that goes along with running a city.
Sure.
So we're hopefully they'll be happy about that. And so we got the 2 water line projects. They're going great. I think one of them is actually a week ahead, and one of them is a little
Really?
bit behind.
Wow.
But between the two, they're going real.
And when are plans for that to be over? I mean,
I think the one's supposed to be wrapping up this week.
Wow.
And then we'll start the 10th and Park down to Winchell's and the locker plant, get that one started.
And they'll know when everything's okay, because that water pressure's going to be out there.
Yeah, considerably. I got the patching. So the town hall. Okay, so the Economic Development Advisory Board has been working on their vision. So we got a vision out there. We actually had the city develop a vision, mission statement, as well as the values that they want to instill in their employees that we follow and value. Those are being published out onto our website. We're going to communicate the vision that the Economic Development Advisory Board came up with at the town hall, and then solicit feedback from the public. We'll also be making presenting to a lot of different clubs and groups, organizations around Phillipsburg to find out what they want to see in their city by the year. It's a 2030 vision, so it's 12 years out. But if you don't start creating that vision and plans and goals to start working towards it, you'll never get there.
Sure.
So looking forward to that. And speaking of that, we had one of the biggest things happen to us. The Morgan Foundation gave us a generous donation of 60-plus acres.
Ooh, wow.
To be used for the Albert and Leona Sports Complex.
Wow.
Okay?
Okay.
So that's the first step. Okay?
Wow.
And that's going to free up a lot of land once we get that built inside the city limits to start doing some things like I talked about, the amphitheater at the park and stuff like that. And I want to get people excited, and some people are going to be upset because they don't like change, but if you keep on doing what you're doing, you're going to keep on getting what you're getting. Okay?
Sure.
And we've got to change if we want to start growing and turning the corner and making Phillipsburg the place people want to live.
Make it more attractive.
Make it more attractive.
More reasons to live here.
Make it a choice of the region to live in.
Where's the land? Can you tell where that land is?
It's west of town.
Okay.
I'll leave it at that.
Okay, all right.
And it'll be great. And it's close to town.
I know work's being done on that. What they have put ball field?
There'll be 4 ball diamonds.
Wow.
And 2 practice ball diamonds. So we're basically taking all the fields possible and putting them out there, as well as 4 soccer fields.
Ooh, wow.
That will also be used for football.
Oh, wow.
And then there'll be a walking trail around it as well.
Wow.
That'll be over a mile long. The walking trail will be. So it'll be something.
All right. Oh, yeah. And
The sports complex committee meets on Sunday, and they're very happy that this just happened.
Oh, yeah.
So now I said it's time to get to work. So we got to get the plans drawn out and then start on the funding process. Because it is the land's contingent upon us getting funding.
Mm-hmm.
I mean it's kind of like they did with the hospital. I mean,
eventually all be lighted and everything. And
there'll be lights.
Lights
yeah.
out there.
Not on every one of them.
Sure, right.
But a majority of them.
Sure.
Yep.
We don't need them on all of them, but that's great. And I'd heard that, and the fact that it's there now. The land is acquisition, the big thing now.
Yeah. Now the work starts.
Now the work starts. Okay. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay, well.
That's all I got for this time.
Sounds like things are going well. Lance, thank you for coming.
Something will happen next week.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you, Lance. Okay. Oh, we had a busy one again this morning. That's why we like it. And you can tell things are up and running here in the Phillipsburg, and we have guests scheduled already for next week. And Saturday morning on Sports Talk, J.B. Covey will be stopping by, and also Chuck Fessenden, football coach in Northern Valley, is going to come by. And people say, why don't you have these other sports? They're all on Saturday, like volleyball is somewhere Saturday, tennis is somewhere Saturday, and so it's hard to get the coaches on. So anyway, that's who we're going to have on this Saturday morning, and we appreciate you joining us this morning. We're glad that we have the sponsors that make it possible for us to do this. And so until Saturday morning, this is Tad Phelps thanking Rachel for setting things up again here, and we'll see you Saturday on Sports Talk.